Okay, hi. It's time for today's weekly favourites, and I thought first of all I'll just do a very quick recap on the Ojon co-wash because I'm just a total convert. I love it. It's really weird not doing that second stage condition. We're so used to hair washing being a two-step process no matter what. It feels like, I don't know, it sort of feels like, well, in my blog I said it feels like, mums will relate to this, when you leave the house without the buggy, it feels like you've left your leg at home or something. It's that just odd feeling. However, what I would say is most noticeable about this is like it's keeping my colour, and that makes a huge difference because I dye my hair and I just use home dye. I don't do anything fancy, but I've really noticed that it's helping to hang on to the colour very significantly. This launches on I think it's the 1st of April. Yeah, it is 1st of April. It's £22. I know that there are cheaper co-washers around, but I haven't used any other co-wash, so apart from when years and years ago, way before we were ready for this concept, and I just thought it was rubbish, but actually it's as though I've shampooed and conditioned, so it's great. I'm a massive fan already, and I'm sort of feeling I probably won't use anything else for choice. I mean, I will test other things, but that's a staple now in my bathroom. Next up, now it's the Zellen's Transformer face mask. Now Zellen's I've met Dr. Marco Lenz, who founded the range. He's a very nice chap. But my friend Kenneth So, who's a makeup artist, actually recommended this on Twitter. And I've never really been tempted by the range before at all. So because Kenneth recommended it, and then here's how word of mouth works, and what bloggers are so good at is like listening to other bloggers. But Kenneth said that this was his sort of go-to. And I used it this morning. It's amazing. It's just absolutely brilliant, and I love it when something works. It just gave my skin a much more sort of dewy, refined, just a little bit as though I'd put a blur cream on it, but not quite that dramatic, if you know what I mean. It's just very refining and lovely to put makeup on afterwards as well. So it's got magic ingredient hyaluronic as well as many other things, and I looked through the list thinking I don't even know what these do, but maybe it doesn't matter because it does, it just does. However, oh my god, it's so expensive. It's £95, and you can see it's does it say, yeah, it's 50ml, but saying that, I've used it and I didn't need a lot. You leave it on for 15 minutes and I'd say there's going to be 20 uses in there, maybe a little bit more if you're extra cautious or if you've got a teeny weeny face, who knows. So I would recommend it, but I'm aware it's very expensive. Next up is the Eve Lom Brilliant Concealer. Now, I've tried so hard to get on with the Eve Lom makeup range. It's sort of bases, foundations, highlighters, that sort of thing, powders, and I just couldn't. But this is the star of the show. Mine's a sample pot. It's a very nice, very creamy little concealer that doesn't, and I have such dark circles under my eyes. I can't remember a time when I didn't have them, so I think they're probably hereditary, although they do go away after a holiday. Note to self. But I have to say that this is a gorgeous concealer, and it's SPF 15, which is really good. But yeah, I would recommend it as something that does just deal with those, I use concealer here quite often as well as under the eyes, and I think, yeah, I would recommend this. But again, it's really expensive. It's £30. I think you will find that, there is a magic concealer out there that doesn't cost £30. However, I know that some people really like to invest in their skincare, and this is part of the skincare because it's got so many skincare elements as well. So maybe that's why it's £30, and it will last you. It will last you a long time. But nonetheless, I think that's quite pricey. Right, don't know a great deal about Estee Lauder BB cream. It's Clear Difference. Now, I'm quite pleased with this because I think Estee Lauder is one of the first brands. Everyone's got a BB, right? And we've moved on to CCs and everything else, but Estee Lauder has taken the BB back to the origins of BB, blemish balm, and this is specifically targeted around blemishes. So they have a Clear Difference range, and this is part of it. It's like the third part of the routine if you suffer from blemishes. And actually it's a lovely BB cream. I like all of Lauder's bases, I must say. They just do foundations really, really well. And this is no different. Lovely coverage. It's not out yet, I don't think. Sorry, let me check. I wasn't quite prepared. 7th of April in John Lewis. So that is £33. Blimey, everything is so expensive today. Sorry, I usually like to bring something that's not going to cost an arm and a leg. Next up, very quickly, are the Bobbi Brown Art Sticks. Now, these are great. They're matte shades, however, so you've got to love matte. And I would say don't approach any matte colour for lips without having conditioned and moisturised the hell out of your lips, because otherwise it just does such a sucky lemon thing to your lips. But these are just so nice. I know everyone's done like the lipsticks in stick format, but I love the vibrancy of these. They actually look quite dull in the sticks, so nothing terribly exciting, but then when you get them onto your skin, they really, I've done that in a silly place, hang on, there we go, they really do pack some power in. That shade is Sunset Orange, and then I'll do Dusty Pink. Dusty Pink is there. And great for just chucking in your bag. You can almost do it, no mirror. You just whoosh around and that's the job done. Those are £18 each, and I think they're going to be exclusive to Selfridge from May. Yes, exclusive to Selfridges at the beginning of May. Finally, I'm always on the quest for the perfect jeans. And I know jeans don't have anything to do with beauty, but it's taken up an extraordinary amount of my time. But I found the most amazing jeans. I'm 5'3", and therefore every pair of jeans that I try on is far too long and needs taking up. However, I went to Uniqlo the other day, and they are doing ultra stretch ankle length jeans, which means for tall people, they'll have like a nice little crop effect. For short people like me, they're exactly the right length. I went for a 28, which was far too big, so went down to a 26, and they're the perfect fit. They're so comfortable, and I would say I'm between a 10 and a 12 in natural sizing, so maybe the 28 was sort of more the 12 than the 10, the 26. But they've got a lot of stretch in them, and yet they look like proper jeans, and they're just delightful. I'm so thrilled that I found them, so I thought I would pass it on. I'll pop a link underneath. And that's it for this week. If you are enjoying my videos, I hate saying this, I feel ridiculously self-conscious, but anyway, if you're enjoying them, please do give me a like, and a retweet would be amazing. And thanks very much. Hope you have a good week next week.